Yo, you're now locked into the Crossover DXB. Myself, Freek in the building. What you saying to me, brother?
Good, man.
Or should I say Aki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow up on that, man.
First things first, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff before the man them get on to me. I see the man them laughing in the background as well. Do all that stuff. You know, Hitesh, put the little sign up here or some shit like that. Make sure you subscribe, do you know what I'm saying?
How you been though, man?
I've been good, bro. To be honest with you, I've just come fresh from the gym. So I'm a little bit tender. This brother, who is he? Hamdan, shout out to Freek.
From
Hamdan Street.
From Hamdan Street. I'm not. This guy's capping, bro.
Man said
I'm not from Hamdan Street.
So acting like you don't know who he is, because I see the comment that said, man's raised you, yeah? Man's been feeding you falafels and shawarma.
Bro.
And now you're trying to act like, because you're big time and now you got the blue tick,
bro,
and you got the Gucci glasses and the big chain, you don't want to shout out the man then.
Bro, listen.
I see a meme the other day. I don't even know if it was a meme. Someone on Twitter was like, what the hell's burning a CD? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, that used to be my hustle in school. I used to burn CDs.
I used to burn CDs. I used to burn tapes and sell them. Do you know what I'm saying? Gang. With a bag of sweets and all them sort of things.
I used to sell the album for $8. And
falafel and that.
Gang. Shout out to, bro, listen. I might go to the next guy. What's his name? Next Turkish brother.
No.
What's his name?
Don't say it, because they need to start paying, man, for the promotion. You know what I'm saying? This is Crossover DXB. You know the vibes, bro.
This
can't be running. You can't be out here. Furthermore, cut all that out, yeah? Give it a free soup.
Yo, edit that shit out.
You know what I'm saying? Advertisement. He needs to come down and, you know what I'm saying, pay us a little bread for that. Yeah, bro. Well, with that being said, I mean, what? Are they on to us? No? You can wait, bro. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I was getting the trim as well. Shout out to Peaky Blinders. Them man are doing their thing. You understand? The trim's looking magnificent. You understand? So shout out to those guys. I've seen those guys. He was actually recommended to me by the guy that started Diet Starts Tomorrow. Gone there. His thing's blowing up as well. So shout out to him. I see a lot of people fly here, go there as well. Do you know what I mean? So shout out to Ahmed as well. But that's what it's about. Do you know what I'm saying? Bear man come to me, yo, where you get that trim from? You know there's man out there, yeah, that will have a good trim, right? And a man will ask him, where you get that trim from? Because it's Dubai. So obviously there isn't as much barbers that will cater to black and Afro here. And the man won't tell him because he don't want him to have the same trim as him. This is how mad it is out here. Boy, I don't know, you know, I can't really remember the name of the barbers and da-da-da-da-da. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as
people do the same thing with clothes now. They've been doing it with clothes there. The first video I saw, it was when you you're driving and it's like the Google map in Arabic. Yeah. I think that was the first one I ever saw, and I was like, what? It was kind of different, because imagine Google Map like speaks Arabic. I think.
Yeah. I was just commenting. I was talking to Google Maps because it always gets me lost. I didn't know how to use it back then. But now I know how to use it. I always get lost because I don't know what she means exactly. So I was having a fight with the Google Maps lady on the video.
Listen, we could do one or two things, yeah? We could be open and honest with the audience, or we can pretend like this is the first episode.
Nah, it's not. It's it's
someone episode. Forgot to press record. Personally, I think it's your fault.
We're not gonna say names.
Technically,
just keep it.
I personally think it's your fault, car. I told you to check the system. You said it's fine.
The mixer. The mixer is in front of you, bro. It's not even.
No, you know what? If I'm being open and honest, I'm slightly glad that we done this again.
Definitely.
Because I was sweating, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I've changed my t-shirt.
Reason.
I've seen you change yours.
I did. I just go with the wind, to be honest, bro. And I just tell anyone anything. If they judge me, whatever.
Yeah.
If something good comes out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight.
Yeah. I stopped actually thinking about anything anymore, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, something positive can come out of it. You know, if it's negative,
it is what it is. Holy Willy. So what? Are we gonna? Are we gonna? I mean, is it worth mentioning? Like, obviously, like Drake come and took your star.
Oh man,
Let me say, well,
come
like
on,
my
bro.
man come and took your thing and left.
Oh, he
like
came with the Habibti, please, bro, quick. The thing is, I've been grinding for a while, and this guy just says 3 words. It's done. Yeah, he's like, king the Arabic thing.
I mean, what was the general consensus when he said that?
For me, actually, I was excited, bro. For me to see like one of the biggest artists actually said something in Arabic. For me, on a drill beat as well. That's the thing. Like for me, what killed it, I was like, bro, did this guy actually listen to our music? Bro, I started talking to myself. I'm like, nah, bro, nah. I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Surprised.
Maybe, bro. I don't know. But like, it's weird, bro, because when he actually released it, I was the only one that actually did something like that. So I'm like, bro, I don't want to really think.
You say you have to send him an invoice and that.
I was gonna send a diss track. Now I'm joking. Nah, bro. But at the end of the day, I opened. I'm sure that it did a lot of positive thing when it comes to the Arabic community. And
I mean, what was the general consensus here? Like, did from your community? Like, did the Arabic guys feeling it, or was it a mixture?
Bro, to be honest, everyone was bumping it. Bro, what's the funny thing? Like that line he said. It's kind of it's wrong. It's not even the right line.
Right.
The grammar was kind of off.
Okay.
So when Arabic people actually start rapping it, they're rapping the wrong line.
Right.
And it's their own language. Just because it's Drake, it's like whatever.
Bro, there's two fans here, yeah, in the UAE, yeah, and I'll break it down for you right now, yeah. You ask a man from the UAE who he supports, yeah, soccer, and he'll give you 1 or 2 answers.
Tell me.
The first answer is Man City, yeah. Man City,
but that's
Etihad,
yeah, because
cool.
Abu Dhabi,
mashallah, you know what I'm saying? You know the vibes, yeah? Calm, obvious.
Yeah.
The second team is Mo Salah.
It's not even Liverpool. You know what I mean? No, bro.
What team you support, bro? Mo Salah.
No. It's still.
I've been in a particular situation where I'm in the car with my friend. His son is, kicking up a fuss, screaming, shouting, and he's just like kind of like tapped his hand. It's not hurting the son.
Yeah.
It's just notifying him like, yo, this is not on. So it's more the action. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the son knows, shit, this is wrong. Let me stop.
Yeah.
So he might be upset, but that's not beating your child. That's just disciplining.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know,
but sometimes some kids might be like, yo, like they might raise their voice.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in this point?
But in the UK, there's like legislation in place where you can sue your parents, bro.
Man, I think that's wrong, bro.
Like you can sue your parents, like
bro. You can, bro. Imagine, bro. I remember one time one guy said it in the Arab world. He's like, yo, I'll sue you. And he told his dad, I'm gonna sue you. His dad beat the shit out of him, bro.
Yeah.
And we didn't see this kid ever again.
Another conversation that I'm seeing happening is about rappers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are rappers good people to be in relationships with?
Yeah.
Now it's done, because I think to generalize like that
it's crazy.
is stupid.
Yeah.
I even see something in the UK in regards to, I believe it's Unknown T.
Okay.
He's with like he's with a model that's doing very well, and the consensus is, why is she with this struggling rapper and all this sort of stuff? But why not? Like,
why not?
What's the problem? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the issue there?
Exactly.
You can't generalize someone based on what people fail to understand. Yeah, when it comes to being a rapper,
do you think
that's an occupation?
They're judging him because he's a rapper or what he's done in the past? When I released the first track, I was like, oh shit, am I gonna get in trouble? And it's true. My mom called me. I was like, take the music out. And the first video I released, I put it on private for a week. Imagine, after I released it and I hit 5K in like a couple of hours, I put it on private. My mom was like, don't ever put it back. Imagine. And because no one did it. Yeah. And it was kind of like a dark path and no one knows what's going to happen, bro. And I can't risk going to jail or going back home. Like no one is, I didn't want to risk it. My family didn't want to risk it. And 2 weeks later, I'm like, you know what, bro? Since I did already, I spent 24 to 48 hours to edit this video. Let me just release it. And boom, it worked. I got to perform for the first time in 2014.
Yeah, you went on to do your thing. And
I traveled alone when I was younger, right? But even my sisters are older than me. My family used to tell her, you can't travel alone until like you need to take your brother with you. You know what I mean? And although she's older than me, but that's part of the whole community. It's like, for a female to travel alone, it's like,
but there might be a certain level of protection as well.
No, 100. I get it. I understand. But sometimes it's overdone.
Yeah. By the way, we're not talking about traveling alone to explore the world or to have fun. No, we're talking about like if you have a conference or if you have work or if you're going with. Some people are not allowed. I mean, most of the girls are not allowed to travel for example, university trips or work trips, and I'm not even discussing traveling to have fun because that's still not even.
That's a whole. That's not even. You're going to where? Vegas?
Have fun.
You're going doing what? No, I hear that. With that being said, I would go as far as saying some girls only want to sleep with you because you got a girl to get one over on your girl.
Wow.
Nothing to do with you and what you look like. They just want to have something over your girl. So if they happen to have an argument or some sort of confrontation, she can say, well, I've slept with your man. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to do with you. You think you're the man. You think you look good. I'm a vibe. This girl's onto me. Bro, she's got ulterior motives.
100.
So know what you're doing.
That's insane, though.
What do you think about that?
Bro, that's fact. That's insane, though. Like, it's just a different game. It's a different game, bro.
Yes.
Wow.
That's how I see things as well. Like, you just have to be careful. And you know, there's good and bad parts. There's good and bad parts because I've been out before and I've met girls where there's like potential there. When I say potential, I mean business opportunities, or they might be an influencer where I can get them to promote my product or stuff like that. There's actually business opportunities there, or some way that it can elevate and become beneficial for the both of us. However, they might be a little bit over friendly, a little bit touchy feely. I know, although my missus is at home and she can't see what's happening, she wouldn't necessarily appreciate the touchy friendly vibe. Obviously, don't get me wrong. 100. Speak to a girl, that's not a problem. That's not an issue. But you might be thinking, it's business. I can, promote a product. The girl might be like, it's business, but I'm feeling him. Yeah. So it's about understanding the energy and the vibes, innit?
100.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think it's up to you to actually block it or accept it. It all comes down to the person. You know how to navigate it. Some people are going to be like, all right, I'm going to take it. Some people are going to be like, let's just, you know what I mean, push it away. And bro, it all depends. I always tell my girl the same thing. I'm like, it all depends on the guy. Like, no one's going to rape you, bro. No one's going to be like,
yes,
put you in a trunk, you know what I mean, and take you somewhere and
composure,
drink, you know what I mean? It all depends on you, bro. Are you going to accept it? Are you going to allow it? Are you going to actually take the number? Or are you going to meet her later on? It all comes down to you. And bro, to be honest, I don't think you can actually block it. I don't think you can actually block a man from going out or stop speaking to a girl, bro. Because if he wants to cheat, he's gonna do it. Regardless.
There's no way. I'm not letting him go on holiday.
Because as soon as
them as well, like not letting their girls go on holiday. I'm not letting her go on like to Ibiza, bro. Like if your girl's gonna go and do a madness, she's gonna go and do a madness. So it's better to just be transparent and have trust in it.
Yeah, bro. Because I've seen, I knew people that used to be in very strict families, bro. They never used to go out. They never used to travel without their parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And bro, as soon as they find that gap, just everything exploded. You know what I mean? Like everything is gonna happen in one day.
Yeah.
Drinks, clubs, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna go crazy.
Functional. But you can't rare them. Do you know what I'm saying? However, it's promotion.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show what people do for promo. And now we're on the topic of sneakers. Did you see the Nike situation?
Bro,
where the woman at Nike, I think she was head of Nike marketing or
the VP,
the vice president. Yeah. She's obviously got serious links in there. She has been found out that her son is buying sneakers from Nike at a retail cost, but an excessive amount. Posted it on social media, and obviously there's a massive resale market, which we've mentioned on another show episode before. So, what's your thoughts? That's a madness for me,
bro. That's insane. And all I want to know Since when he's been doing that? How long, bro? For how long this guy been making money? Because, bro, he had the craziest collection.
Bro, he's got a full-on warehouse of Jordans.
And definitely this guy was flexing like Hush Puppy on Instagram.
Facts.
100%. This guy was showing everyone like, yo, I got you guys. Like,
but my man's using his mum's credit card. Bro, how bait can you be? Like, he's using his mum's credit card, who's the Nike VP.
I think she knew, bro.
Of course she knew.
Bro,
how much? She knew. What, profit? He's used $133,000 on retail shoes. Now, some of these shoes go for...
You know how much he made?
He's 19. And he's 19. And some of these shoes go for...
He made the million.
Yeah, 100%. Sure. And she's funding that.
He made
so that's why when you're on the Nike sneakers app and every man is getting L's, yeah.
It's because of this guy.
Because of this guy.
Yeah. Every time I go on a raffle and I lose, I'm just going to diss this guy. Man.
And I'm vexed about that. Because every time I go to buy a mall and the price is mad, it's because... Donny's mashing up the market.
Bro, the thing is, I'm sick of going into raffles, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Bro. Like, I'm not going to go into raffle. And now it's going insane where they tell you, hey, you have to post. Bro, listen.
This one's mad.
Nowadays, if you like his shoes, if you like any sneaker on online, you go in a raffle first. And then they tell you, if you actually want the shoes, you have to post it on your Instagram and be like, guys, that's on the caption. You put your size and you post like a graphic of these shoes next to your face, right? And then you can go on the raffle. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what happened to those days where I can just go in, give you money and leave? Like,
yeah.
Why you have to make me look like an idiot, bro?
Yeah, it's dumb.
For me to actually, at the end of the day, you can actually still lose.
Of course, you do all of that. You promote their brand. You promote their shop, their store, and you still take the L.
Yeah. Like, what's the point? What's the point of all this? You made me look like a joke on the internet. I mean,
all right, we ain't gonna get into that.
It all comes down to the video for him to release a sneaker like that. And Nike's like, yo, man, we're not involved in this.
They're not involved.
Bro, cap.
No, they're not involved.
Cap.
Bro. Man said
bro, are you serious? Are you serious? Cap. Bro,
they're not involved.
Hell no.
It's a third-party company that takes the sneakers and then they customize it and then sell it on.
Bro, listen, at the end of the day, it's gonna happen, bro. Regardless, like I know a lot of people started posting, like 9 months ago. They used to post a lot of controversial shit, and I saw them 2 days ago.
Yeah. But we're gonna.
I got my vaccine, so bro, like I think no one wants to see you talking shit right now.
We're gonna wrap this up
a year
soon.
from now.
But what?
No, don't cut me off, man. I want to just.
That way. All right, you wanna scuff, man? Yeah. All right, say no more. All right. No, don't cut me off. Okay, we're definitely gonna have a meeting behind the scenes, and next week.
Get your vaccine. You know what I was saying.
Next week you're now you're now tuned into the crossover. This time is someone else. With that being said, yeah. For example, if you're a pop star, then you're also an influencer. If you're an artist, then you're also an influencer. If you're trendy or you're into fashion, you're also an influencer.
I started to get confused nowadays because there's a lot of names when it comes to these things, right? There's an influencer and there's a public figure. I don't know what the hell is the difference, bro.
But keep in mind something. Notice that what you just said, influencers, pop star, this, that, that's their title. Pop star is their title. How can you be an influencer as a title?
Yeah, I don't think.
What do you do?
You influence people.
Yeah, but doing what though? You have to influence someone doing what? You can't influence someone doing influencing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
it's deep.
So I think you're right, and that basically has to come from somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
That's more the front end stuff. The back end, what is it that you do? How did you get to this stage to be able to influence people? Because there's people that call themselves influencers, bro. You're not influencing anyone.
Yeah.
You're not influencing people that are following you. You're not influencing the culture.
Yeah.
You're not influencing whatever industry you're in. Personally, my favorite. Look, I understand this business. Certain people are using Instagram. There's no right or wrong way to go about it. And to be honest with you, I'm trying my best not to judge.
Yeah.
If there's a means to an end, then by all means do your thing in it.
Yeah.
Your integrity level might be different to mine, but
Maybe,
do your thing in it. Like,
It's just
I'm
levels, right?
not trying to judge you that, but there's certain things that like you're really willing to sell this in order to gain that. It's mad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's mad, but do what you feel
Yeah.
comfortable doing in it. Like that's the bottom line. But there's certain things. Oh man, it makes you like kind of think, right? It's really different.
Even the you know, people repost you, and then again they repost what you reposted.
Oh my days! We talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, it's all based on people do that obviously of respect. Like when you actually like someone you're a fan of, that's love. You know what I mean? Because just it shows a lot when fans see you reposting them. That's love. But some people just do it just to show their people, yo, this big artist reposted me, bro. You know what I mean?
Fam,
yo,
I've seen DJs. I've seen
like,
DJs. Yeah. Not even DJ. Everyone, yeah. Well, certain types of people will post someone's music and at them, and then obviously that person might have come across it, and it's promotion.
Yeah.
So they'll repost it. Normal. Yeah. Cool. X, Y, and Z listening to my music in Venezuela, Australia, UK, wherever. But then that person would repost that person reposting them. Bro, like, I don't understand.
It's a long.
What is the purpose of that? So now you've got two stories that are the same, but one of them is the repost
of you
of the person reposting you.
Yeah.
Nonsense. Nonsense. What is that about?
Obviously, a lot of people don't like to show their come up. Like always, people want to see the top of the perk. Like they want to see your success. Obviously, everyone has their own story to tell, right? But I think for me, it was so important for me to actually show people where I came from, because Dubai always had this image of it's luxury, it's for people that actually have money, and that's it. If you don't fit that category, then I don't think you can fit in Dubai. But that's why it was so important for me to actually show, like, hey, we actually came up from somewhere. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, you can't even live in Emirates Hills from the get-go as soon as you land in Dubai, right? You need to live somewhere. You probably live in a maid room when you actually moved in Dubai, and then you actually escalate. But a lot of people don't like to show that, like, when they're in Dubai. I know a lot of people that live...
I think a lot of people should show it more, though.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
Appreciate
people,
it more.
they actually share a house with 6 people.
Yeah.
They live in the floor, basically, all of them, right? But all of them have like X6s and Mercedes Benz, and someone has a Ferrari, bro, and their salary is not even fit. Like, basically, the whole salary goes on a rental.
It's all about the image, yeah.
But on Instagram, this guy is killing it.
Yeah.
But obviously, he's not going to show you where he lives. He's not going to show you his full...
Personally...
Because he feels ashamed. Like, he feels like, I can't be in Dubai and not show my people that I'm balling, right? So he kills all his salary just to show people that, hey, I'm good, I'm making money.
I think that comes down to the whole faking it until you make it sort of thing.
But some people just take it to the next level where they can't even coop up. They can't even pay their own bills after that, you know?
Yeah. One of the worst things must be being famous and not being as financially secure as you're showing.
100%, bro.
You know,
that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people that have been getting a lot of views, bro. Like, above 1 million. And they don't get paid from nothing. Like, they don't get paid from brands. They don't get paid from shows. They don't get paid from nobody. Why? Because of how they move. They're not business-minded, bro. Yeah. Like, the way I move is different than a lot of people that have been doing it outside. Yeah. Like, I get business more than people would have with like 2 million views. Like Jay-Z, I think he blew up when he was like 29, 30.
Yeah.
And he was doing music for a while. And you never know when it's going to happen. It can be one day and you're like somewhere else, you know?
Yeah. J.K. Rowling. Like, there's loads of Oprah. There's a lot of people that did extremely well after they were like 35, 40.
Morgan Freeman. This guy has been old. Like, since
He's been old since he was 16.
I think I think he blew up when it's like 46, 50, you know? To this day, bro.
Flash.
Yeah.
What is Flash? Talk to me about it. I'm not.
Okay, so Flash, obviously, Jay's gonna actually put his input in it. But for me, Flash is a company that runs the entertainment in Abu Dhabi, right? And soon they're doing the whole region. Soon, that's what I'm seeing, you know. And I think they're the first to actually like properly like try to get artists, international artists, to perform in Abu Dhabi. I'll tell you from my experience as a guy that's been raised in Abu Dhabi, and one of the first concerts I saw was organized by Flash. And
it's about relationship building. 100%.
I mean, everything we do is about relationship. You can't be a promoter. Just like he said, you know, when he has his music, he's gonna hit you up and be like, "What's your opinion?" He's gonna hit you up and "What's your opinion?" Because you want the community, you want people that you're around to feel a part of your process and your journey. And this is the same for us. I mean, it would be a disservice if we are this big entertainment entity with bringing international acts and not giving back to the local community in some manner.
I agree.
It just doesn't make sense. And you know, thankfully the CEO, he's also Canadian, John. He comes from music. He was a promoter. Like his whole genesis is behind music and everything. So he's adamant about this thing too. So it's not like it's a hard buy-in from the top down. It's very like, okay, I see the vision. I understand what it is. Go forth and make it happen. Yeah. And the thing about me is, man, I care. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 100%. And one thing about me is if I don't know it, I'm going to figure it out. Or I'm going to find somebody that can. Because like my reputation is on the line of somebody that says, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. And I'll tell you that up front too. So, you know, being a part of this and being a part of some of the wins has been amazing. Again, there's a lot of surface stuff that I'm touching on, but there's so much interest. Like, and a lot of it is, you know, there's contractual stuff that you can and can't say about some artists, or some things you can't do, or whatever it may be. But for the most part, man, it's been such a wild ride to see 35 to 40,000 people, and the reason why the weekend show was so impressive was because this was also a full circle moment for me as well, where Cash is his manager, and I've had this conversation with you about Cash. Shout out to Cash, because he's truly a real one. Where in Toronto, he's come to us and basically say, all right, I want you guys to do these events, and I'm trusting you guys to do it. And we'll show up to Cash house with like a bag of money for the event, and Cash will be like, all right, I'll see you guys in like 4 weeks, and he'll show up. No contracts. Just a handshake, his word.
Real gentleman business.
Very gentleman, like
a man that sticks to his word.
100%. If he says it's gonna happen, he's gonna do it. And
I remember when Eminem was performing. I was in that concert next to people that came from Bahrain. Like there was 10 of them, 15, and it was their first time in the UAE, and they came straight from Bahrain just to watch Eminem perform. Like certain things like that makes
you can't put a price on that. You know, sometimes those are the great things, and that's the exciting part about Flash is like, it's not only we're an entertainment company, but we're also building community and culture across the UAE. And you can't, again, that just gives you so much purpose. When I'm doing this, I'm like, okay, it's not just a party, it's not just a concert. It's like, okay, we're looking at everything as a whole and saying, all right, the businesses that are in this space also are supported by it, whether it's the hotel, whether it's flights, whether, you know, all these things everybody eats. And that's the exciting part of it.
I did a shoot. I went out to the Ras Al Khaimah mountains, put a chair out in the middle of the road, put a light, photoshopped the light out, and created a TV, a floating TV.
Right.
That to people's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Called the virtual show.
Yeah.
You know, that
innovative
goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people doing the same thing. And I don't want, if I create with somebody else, I kind of create a brand around them that is more of established respect, you know, for your image.
I think what you're getting at is you're able to portray your vision into reality, or you know, into photography as such. Would that be a good way of?
Yeah, 100%.
Where, you know, a lot of people are not able to do that. They might have the right vision, or they might have the right message that they want to portray in their lyrics, but they can't find a way to construct that sentence, or they can't find a way to portray that into a camera. So I think that's what separates good artists from bad artists.
Definitely.
And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what people are afraid of, giving people love, respect.
Bro, I think it's one of the main things, man. You never know what's going to happen to this person if you just tell him one thing. If you tell him, yo, bro, keep doing your thing, that maybe is going to boost him to be the next successful person. So, and it's not gonna take any money from you if you just say that. It's free, bro.
Yeah.
Support is free. Like, you don't pay for nothing. You just have to just show love for everyone. You know what I mean? And the money's gonna come, man. Money's gonna come.
So you did the skit on Google, right? You was talking about the Google Maps that's pissing you off and it's speaking in Arabic or whatever. Now, if you're an ambassador for Google, would you still do that video?
Yeah.
Okay. Do
didn't
you understand what I'm
Google.
asking?
I get it.
Yeah. But like, but that's how I told you there are two sides of it. So the controversial part where I'm like scared of representing the, organization and not
Brand,
being, saying something wrong. I'm not scared of it because I never say anything wrong.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I hear that.
But then there's the other side where I'm being extremely silly. And, like sometimes I would post a story. I'm like, man, listen, can you stop dancing like that? Because like, you're like the ambassador of UNICEF. And you should not post these stupid things.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. Do you think that because I'm the ambassador of UNICEF, I'm going to stop being silly? No,
And
never.
they came to you knowing who you are.
Knowing
so you
how
shouldn't
silly
change
I
who
am.
you are because... A couple of days ago, it was April Fool's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there was a message going around of a fake lockdown. And when you open the message, it says, April Fools. 2 minutes later, I see on the internet, no April Fools.
You go to jail. Yeah.
Any sort of joke that you're trying to run on Dubai's name, the UAE's name, you're going to jail. Yeah? Don't do them things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
Don't do them
100%.
things.
Yeah.
So it becomes dangerous when the robots are making robots. Now you're in an iRobot situation where it's
insane.
us against them. It's a madness now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a scary thing, bro. If they can make, because bro, I think AI has been in the market for a while. That's how the factories have been doing products. How do you think they're doing 1,000 iPhones? How they could do 1,000 chips, whatever. But now, if they want to apply it to our day-to-day basis, it's insane.
She says to you, boy, it's our anniversary. I want the gold steak. Yeah, big thing.
Yeah.
These times it's mad expensive. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It comes with Salt Bay doing the whole thing.
Yeah. You're saying, raw. I'm Freek TV, so I'm getting it in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Coffee.
The piece is coming in. Man, got a few spare dirhams.
Let's go.
I'm gonna buy the gold steak.
Okay.
Yeah. Anniversary thing, right? Salt Bay comes now, chops up the meat, sprinkles the joint, picks up the steak.
Bro, I'm not gonna eat it from his hand. I'll tell you from now, bro. I'm not gonna eat it from his hand. Nah, bro.
With the steak, okay? Are you putting the meat in your mouth?
Hell no, bro.
What do you mean, bro?
Bro, I'm not, bro. I'll
It's
tell
part
him,
of the
yo,
experience. It's
keep
part of the
that
experience.
2K to yourself, but I'm not gonna.
I didn't get the gold steak. I ain't showing out like that. It's not my anniversary.
Shit, okay.
But the circumstances are, it's your anniversary.
I can't just pick it up and eat it from my hand.
Okay, but this is part of the experience. Are you taking it? Yes or no? You decline. You politely decline.
You know why?
Mr. Salt Bay,
I'm vegan.
I don't want your meat in my mouth.
Vegan.
So I'm going to politely decline. All right? You say to Salt Bay,
nah, you don't do them.
nah, you don't do them things. You don't do them things.
Do not do
True
them
still.
things.
Don't do them
Do
things.
them things. Make sure you don't do it again.
Bro, you know what's
Why?
scary about this
Why?
whole thing?
Why?
Because the guy is not speaking, bro. He's silent. He's
But
doing
why
this.
are you declining? It's part of the experience.
Bro, I've seen
Tell
the
me
video.
why.
I've seen-
You are swerving.
Bro, listen. I'll tell you why. Because I can't eat it from some next man's hand, bro.
Okay.
I don't do these things, bro. And one of those things that I kind of find creepy, that the guy doesn't speak. He doesn't speak, bro. Even if you say anything to him, he just keeps looking at you.
I hear that.
That's
I hear
kind of
that. But
creepy. So I don't know what he's thinking while he's doing that.
Look, so you politely decline the meat. Fair enough. Cool.
Yeah.
You're a man. You're entitled. You're not.
Alhamdulillah.
It's not compulsory to take the meat off a man's, knife. With that being said, he says, okay. He goes over to the missus.
Slap, bro.
Raw.
Get slapped, bro. Get slapped, bro.
He's getting slapped. But what if the missus is enjoying the situation.
Bro, I think.
The circumstances.
No. Listen, I'll tell you something, bro. I think it's an Arab thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Tell
it's
me
an Arab thing. I think they actually told him though, like not to do these things. The Arabs. I think they did because, bro, like he would get slapped left to right if you actually do that to people.
Yeah, you know
he
what?
goes to the like.
It's funny you say that because I've only ever seen him do that to Westerners. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing him
100%.
go up to the man with a distache and no. Because
Wait.
yeah, you would get dipped.
Gone.
You would get dipped. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
easy.
First class flight back to Turkey.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
not even Turkey. I don't know. He's Turkish.
I don't
like?
know. He's where he's Turkish. Istanbul and them things there. I don't know. I think he's Turkish.
Yeah. Social media is not for everyone, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are talented, but bro, it's scary.
Yeah.
Bro. Like it's scary to put something and you get 500,000 and 10,000 comments on it.
Yeah.
Bro, anyone can just be like, and just say
Yeah.
something about it. Like a lot of people are talented. I know them, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Listen, I don't want to, bro, post my video
my
for a lot
God.
for the world to see." Like for them, that's like hits their anxiety and insecurity.
By
Although
the
they're
way,
so
Because sorry to interrupt.
yeah. Tell me.
When I put my video, but this is so true because it's not for everyone. It's really, can really destroy you.
Yeah.
Because the first time I put that video, my very first video, people were commenting on my face in the worst ways ever.
Yeah.
And I lived for like a week or
Yeah.
something where I had really like, I was feeling very bad because
Well, look, I had a case late last year where I showed this family this listing I had for around 28 million dirhams. I showed this family this villa, and we got to the stage where the deal was practically agreed, and I had to send the title deed for the check copy to get a deposit check.
That's done.
Turned out to be their cousin who owned it.
What?
So that deal didn't happen because it was an internal family member who owned it, but they had no idea, and there was a huge fallout in the family. Now this is a big
shit.
deal. I had an agency fee agreed from both parties, so you're looking at over 1.2 million dirhams in commission, and that deal didn't go through just because
Family members. That's crazy.
So that's
Yeah.
I don't know, really. Like
Yeah.
I can't really talk about.
You
it
ain't
like
you ain't
that.
got all the answers
Nah,
because
yeah.
you're learning on the job. Do
Exactly.
you understand? And like you understand, in every industry,
Yeah.
if you're the height of your game, then you're the front runner.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You have a man like Usain Bolt breaking records for running. No one's ever ran that fast. So now he decides what's happening. Like no one can't tell. I remember watching the Olympics like analysis show, and there was like an ex-champion on there saying, "Oh, yeah, but like look at his stance," and they slowed down the video, and a man is saying, "Yeah, but he's running wrong, bro. He just broke the record.
are you talking-
How can you tell him how the correct posture to run,
Bro, it's
when
always
he's
the geeks. It's always the geeks.
breaking records?"
I know.
So you always got that person that's trying to say what you should do, but they're not in that position to do that.
The thing is, they're not even in the same category, bro. They're not even. They're probably like nothing. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's always those people that actually be like,
Yeah.
bro. I never expected him to actually last this long. To be honest, I never thought.
Especially going up against 50 Cent as well when they had their beef. I thought it was done. I thought it was finished. I thought 50 is just gonna just blow him out of the water.
You're
And done.
crazy.
But the fact that he's still here shows, bro, like consistency, believing in your art. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Believing in yourself, investing in yourself is so key. It doesn't matter who tries to bring you down. It could be, you know what I'm saying, the man that's popping at the minute in whatever field. Do you know what I'm saying? You might be at work and, you're good at what you do, but a director's trying to put you down. You just keep it moving.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's 50 Cent is like a moving troll. It's like you're not scared of him actually releasing a diss track. You're scared of just him posting something on his page because it goes off. bro. Like in a couple of hours, 1 million views on Instagram, just dissing you. You know what I mean?
And with
it
50,
works-
anyone
works
can get
it. Anyone can get it.
Bro,
You know what I
I've
mean?
seen him like
Going
send
off,
for people that, are either in his crew or working on power. I see the thing with Tasha. Mad stuff, bro. Like,
he was going
anyone
off
can
at,
get.
French Montana as well one time about his Bugatti. He's like, "Oh, you just bought it. It's used. Like, it's not even you didn't get it from the showroom." And French was pissed, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If, you know, God forbid, we don't want to put this in the air, something happened and, I don't know, they said, right, no music is allowed in the region.
Okay.
So no one could do any music.
Yeah.
Right? But you're Freek.
Why? Because of what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a circumstance.
Okay.
But you're Freek, innit? Yeah. Do you move out of the region and continue to do your music?
Are we gonna do
Or
it?
if someone says to you, look, I got a job here in McDonald's.
Yeah.
But you can be the regional director and we're gonna put you
Why
on
McDonald's though?
because this is the circumstance.
God
Yeah.
damn. Okay. This
but
guy.
we're gonna give you 500,000 dirham a month.
Holy. To
What
be
are
McDonald's manager.
We saying you're the McD's managers serving up the fries because people are gonna say, "Yo, ain't that Freek? Ain't that Freek like the
That's
rapper?
insane.
Man's in McD's now."
Yeah.
Like,
I rap in McDonald's.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I'm just
can't
trying to
do music,
understand-
right? You can't do music. And you can't do music on the side. Like
well,
nothing.
you're gonna have to leave the region and maybe develop another following or whatever.
Shit.
You're saying
And
flipping
then
them fries?
So if I do music, I'll go to jail.
No, bro. Now it's getting technical.
No,
innit?
because I want to know that.
Put it this way: you buy a Tesla, yeah, it can drive itself.
Yeah.
But are you gonna actually how confident are you gonna be in allowing it to drive itself on Sheikh Zayed Road? It's busy.
It's more
like,
accurate than people, though.
Do you believe that? Are you? It still needs
Oh,
someone.
yeah.
What we need to be careful of is
Dog, have you been in one of those? Bro, I was stripping
they're,
balls.
No, they're proper, but you still
It's
got to kind of.
insane.
What we need to understand is that
Bro, it's checking everything around you. It's checking, like, there's a screen in front of you. There's a screen, and it's checking the cars next to you. You can actually see the cars next to you.
yeah, I know.
It's insane.
But so
Like
I'll tell you
sometimes
where
you
it's-
can-
go on.
Yeah, sometimes you can actually be distracted or whatever, looking away, but the car can be distracted.
Would you say Toronto have always backed Drake from the jump, or you know what from your experience, obviously being close to him, what would you say is the trials and tribulations he had to go through in order to be where he is today?
That's a question has to answer. But from my viewpoint, it was basically getting people to see him in that light. He was on Degrassi. He was an actor, and I remember him having a conversation with me saying he's gonna quit acting and he's gonna take the music seriously. And up on that point, I think I've heard 2 songs, and I was like, you know what, YOLO, let's roll with it. I mean. Yeah, the biggest thing was getting the city to buy in, but the music was undeniable. It just took a time for people to get it. I remember handing out CDs to a DJ and saying, "Yo, you gotta play this." I even paid the guy $20. I was like, "Yo, just put this on." And he's like, "What song?" I'm like, "Do what you do, play that." And he ultimately played it, and it was just a moment for us. But getting the city to buy in was the biggest thing, and I think he did it strategically. He played his part. That was the biggest thing.
I suppose you listening to that.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel where you're being innovative with regards to Arabic rap? I think, Jay saying, I personally went and paid a DJ $20 to spin a CD would show and indicate that it's not always about the artist and the person. You need a good team around you. You need good people around you.
You need some
believers. You know what I'm saying? Every time we pod, you come with the man them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you come with the squad.
Yeah.
They innovate you and iron sharpens iron. They can see your views and perspectives.
It's because bro, music alone doesn't play along. Like, you know what I mean? Like you need shout out to Lutek, shout out to Tartub in the background. And it's like
I've seen so many people with a lack of management,
100%.
but with bags of talent,
100%.
but not able to go in the right direction because there's no infrastructure. With that being said, having heard what Jay's just said, do you feel pressure, like with people saying, "Oh, you could be seen as the founder of like Arabic drill rap"?
It's like I don't think like the thing is I hate the word pioneer or founder. You know why? Because I got inspired.
Everything's influenced by something.
I got fully influenced. I just had a little bit of a
Your sauce.
sauce. You know what I mean? I put the Salt Bay on
Bit
it.
of my sauce as well.
Yeah, and people are gonna
bit of my sauce. You know,
Stealing the swag.
still my swag. I need my hat back as well, but I ain't gonna bait man up on that. Yeah, go on.
And it's just like, yeah, bro. And bro, I'm always gonna be a fan of music. And bro, like I did Joe in 2019, probably the first person to do Arabic Joe. And now I'm like, yeah, I want to do something else. You know what I mean? People now start doing drill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, cool. And I'm doing something else. I'm always gonna jump on something else, you know?
Which is
And
dope.
yeah. And I'm always like, I'm inspired about something else. Like I'm inspired about different genre. I listen to different kind of music every single day.
A lot of artists travel over, and they may agree to the fee, and they're gonna do the performance, but there's certain like not clauses, but stuff that they want kind of sorted before they come. Now I've seen where you might book 1 or 2 artists, but them man are coming with all 15 entourage.
Right.
So how do you manage that? Like,
So
is that, would you see that as your job, or once you've signed the deal in order for that person to perform, your job is now completed?
Yeah, so for the artists, they give us a hospitality rider and a technical rider. And if you're a smart artist, whether you're small or you're big, you're gonna make sure that your 15 mans that come with you are in your hospitality rider.
Right.
Because accommodations and on-ground transportation is on the promoter. So on-ground transportation and hospitality, we take care of. So if you have your 15 mans in your hospitality and they need 10 king suites plus, I don't know if I could be a celebrity. Like, I love my privacy so much that I don't know if I could exchange that for fame, you know? And it's always like when I see people in that light, there's this level of respect for them because I know what they're giving up because I've seen it firsthand, you know, and I know the pressure and the responsibility that comes with it. Like when you're out now, you have to behave differently. You can't go certain places because if you're seen there, it may not be a good look.
Messages.
Yeah, you can't send certain messages because there's a screenshot. Like, so there, that responsibility and that like pressure that comes with it, I want none of it. I like to be behind the scenes.
If it's for business, the chances of getting into a madness, which both of them got into in economy, increases, right?
Facts.
If it's for business, you need to protect the bag. Yeah. You are the business, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to safeguard you.
Yeah.
So you cannot be seen.
Yeah.
And you've always got to be protected. So with that stance, yes, if I'm one of his people, I'm saying to him, yo, forget the jokes for the 7 hours that we're going to be on the plane for. Go to business class or first class and rest. Not even not be around. Rest. Chill. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Revitalize.
Yeah.
So then when we land, you're fresh.
Yeah.
We can resume business as normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
We can't afford for you to be uncomfortable or have the middle seat or get into a back and forth with somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Protect your investment. So Drake is a different situation, bro. Like, man's not gonna sit on. If I know there's a Drake album there, I'm banging it out, bro. I don't care if it's half an album, quarter of an album, half a track. I'm banging it out because the product's good. You know what I'm saying? Man, them are fiends for the drizzy music. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit on that one. Plus, he's gone clear. Like, whether you listen to his leaks or not, Donnie's just back to like some crazy mansion. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
So
he
I think he's not missing that bread. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Even today, like I'm a little tired today. I was up late. Or should I say late? Maybe early. Watching Keisha Cole versus Ashanti versus.
Okay.
In Dubai, the timing, I think it comes on like 5 a.m.
Yeah. So
the dog was just crying in the morning for whatever reason. I don't know, man. She's been on one recently, but so I was up early, and I was watching it, and obviously they were playing track for track and stuff like that. And bro, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You see R&B, that's my bag, bro.
Really?
That's my shit, bro. Over rap, I prefer R&B personally. Obviously, it depends on what mood I'm in. But like, there's never a time where someone's thrown on R&B and I'm like, nah, take that off.
Yeah, I think because you miss it. Because I don't think they make the same 90s R&B anymore. That's why you're saying that. I think if people still make the same music they used to make in the 90s, then you won't say the same thing. Because as soon as you hear something from the 90s, you'd be like, oh, this is like
it's like nostalgic as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are good R&B artists out now, but it just don't sound the same. Yeah. But there are good, like especially American-based artists or even English-based, like LMA or like her. You know what I'm saying? Like Sabrina Claudio. There's loads of them I could tell you. Like Daniel Caesars. Like there's some serious R&B artists, black, like loads, bro. One of my Ty Dolla $ign for me is like, he's an absolute genius. Mm-hmm. But R&B is like, you can't go wrong with that genre for me.
No, you can't. And then again, like all of these artists, I kind of like switch the music. Like it's not really like it used to be anymore.
No,
they kind of, it's more like R&B rap.
Yeah, you know who I think is one of the pioneers for that sort of mix.
Ooh.
Aside from Drake, where he raps and sings and merges songs, and the end of one song might turn into another song. Mm-hmm. I think another person as well who doesn't get enough credit is Bryson Tiller. Because that first album, Trap Soul, that was like the crossover between not necessarily rap, but like a trappish R&B-ish sound.
Yeah.
But like in the UAE, is R&B popular? Yeah, it could be early doors. I'm not sure if he's going to pick up. This could go horrendously wrong, but let's see how it goes, yeah? I don't even know if you can you hear this? Hold on. Let's see if it works. You might as well keep talking as...
Let's see.
Might have to... what's your edit saying? Yeah, it's looking all techie. All right, there we go.
Live and direct.
Yeah, bro.
Good morning, Fuller.
How you doing, bro? You good?
How you doing? It's Myers from the Crossover DXB. What's going on? Listen, I don't want to spend too much time. I know it's very early in the UK there. Appreciate you picking up. I know you, man, are usually up all hours anyway, doing what you have to do in order to get by. I got a couple of questions for you. First one, shall people invest in crypto?
By the end of this year, I want you to do the whole intro in Arabic.
Okay.
That'll be sick.
Okay, yeah, we're going to try
like
that.
The whole thing, like, yo, my name is this, that.
Well, I'm going to say, yo, you're now locked into the Crossover DXB with myself, Myers.
Yeah, the whole thing.
And Freek in Arabic.
Done.
That would be mad. Yeah. You know the vibes, yeah. We're live in Dubai, live and direct. You're locked in. Quick before we start, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Follow on the gram. Give your opinions, comment, dislike if you want. Yeah. All that good stuff. We move.
All of that. If I don't invest in myself right now, it's going to be too late. When I was 25, I'm like, I still have time. It's now, like 30 is the day where you be like, if I fuck up now, I'm done. Because you can't even invest in yourself when you're like you said, 45, 46. You can't. Like, it's not you can't. You still can, but it's still harder. Because your body's like, can't even...
It's slower.
Yeah, so slower. You can recover better.
You're trying to get to a particular physique or a certain health bracket, and it's slower when you're older.
Yeah, it's difficult.
But however, there's people that are watching this that are 35, that are 40.
Yeah.
And I've met 40-year-olds here, bro, that look 25 because of the investment that they've done. They eat their fruits, they take their vitamins, they go to the gym. And I've met 25-year-olds that look 40.
Bro, I know many, bro. I know a lot,
no
bro.
sleep, bags under their eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? Nothing good to say.
Bro, not focused. And I know people that are actually 19, 20, and they still think they're like done. They can't invest in themselves anymore. It's too late. And they gave up in life. And I'm like, bro, you're still young. Like you can start your life right now, you know? And the good thing that I've done is when I was 20, 21, I knew what I wanted to do. And I'm doing it. And it took 10 years to work whatever I'm doing now. Videos and music. That's a 10-year span.
Bro, sleep is underrated. It's so important. Right? Some people are like, yeah, man, don't sleep. I work all day and then I get up and
Team-
then I
team no
work.
sleep.
Yeah, well, our team no sleep. Team no sleep. Like, shouts out to Pete. He's Mr. No Days Off. That is different if you allocate your time properly to, no, I just work all the time. I just work all the time. Like, yeah, you could be working all the time, but you're not as productive as I am. And I only work 6 hours a week. So it's all about understanding what is best, innit?
Work
but
smart,
in order
man.
to do that, you've got to prepare.
Yeah.
Prepare. Now, what I'm trying to fight is me falling asleep on the sofa. That's something I do often. I need to stop doing that, innit? And I'm working towards that. So about 9:30,
you sleep in the couch the whole time?
well, no. Like, I will sleep and then wake up and then have to go upstairs.
Okay.
But I'm obviously working on that, innit? So 9:30, 10, or even before that, I'll work my way up to this upstairs. Whether I stay up and I'm in my bed, that's different.
Yeah, exactly.
But at least I'm in bed.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. The house is clean. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no outstanding dishes or whatever. And that would be my day. And in between that, you have your small battles, in it, where you're trying to eat healthy. That's not necessarily viable all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, it's what I'm trying to do. I've got sweet tooth. So after I eat, sometimes I crave some sweets or some chocolate just to kind of get the taste out of my mouth and change the taste buds and stuff. It's small things that help, like using the calendar.
Yeah.
And the calendar will notify you to say, you have this coming up in the next hour or so. Yeah. Things like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's retaining information. I use my notes a lot, as you're aware. I'll have my to-do lists and stuff like that. So what that does is it takes pressure off your brain and applies it on your phone. So it will notify you when you've got stuff to do. And it's all about, you know, what's the saying? Like, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So it's all about preparation. It's all about understanding what you have to achieve going forward, small steps. Even stuff as small as, I need to get to the gym for 7. So before I go to bed, let me hang out my gym stuff. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest bit. Let me, instead of watching an extra episode of, I don't know, Your Honor, and I'm not a big Netflix person, but let me go upstairs and prepare for the next day. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me package my stuff and put it in a bag so I can go to the gym and shower. Because if I don't, then I'm starting off the next day on the back foot. Now I'm rushing because I've got to get out in 15 minutes. I'm just throwing stuff in the bag. I'll get to the gym and I've realized, I forgot my gym gloves. But that's because I wasn't prepared the day before. So that would be my advice, is things like use the calendar, use your notes, do you know what I'm saying? Use your to-do list, prepare for the day going forward, and categorize what is important. I think turning 30, your mindset changes because you're now at a stage where you've had your fun. There's still more fun to be had, but every move you make now can determine where you're going to end up later. Yeah. And that comes with certain pressures. I think there's pressures in turning 30 that people apply on themselves. When I'm 30, I need to own a house, have children, be married, and these sort of things. And I think there's pressures with turning 30, but that's pressures that society push. It's up to you to want to live by those standards. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think turning 30 is like, all right, I need to get into a routine. I've always been a routine person, but it's like, in order for me to sustain and elevate and be the person that I want to be when I'm 35, when I'm 40, I need to apply these things. Because if I don't go to the gym now, my 45-year-old self will be upset with my 30-year-old self, saying, why didn't you go to the gym? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And gym is not only physical, it's mental as well.
Most important. I told people this like yesterday. I told them, I'm like, listen, like, if you don't really invest in yourself right now, down the line, you're going to regret a lot of things. And it affects, it's not only your body, it's not only like your summer body or whatever, it's just how you work. Like, I operate better when I work out, when I do sports. Everything changes. The way I record, I'm efficient, I'm focused.
After
everything.
The gym.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
100%. And I used to think it's cap, bro, when people used to tell me these things. Like, but I'm having energy the whole day. if I start the day with a gym. You know what I mean?
New events started popping up that cater to the community, and that was a good sign because competition breeds excellence and it breeds new ideas, and people kept being bigger than the other promoter.
Yeah. And that imitation is flattering, isn't it?
It is flattering, and it's also it keeps you on your game. You know,
Absolutely.
like when you see somebody saying, "Oh, okay, you can easily replicate what I could do. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something that you can't do."
Yeah.
Just to touch back on the F1 show, when we had 10,000 people outside, they end up rushing the gate. Like they broke the gate down. This is like an iron gate.
Madness.
That got broken down.
Yeah.
So there was 10,000 people rushing into the venue. There's already 40,000 people in there, and we have a situation where our head of operations, rightfully so, is saying, "Yo, we're gonna have to not have the weekend go on and slow the show down just so we can get a handle of this." And me being from where I'm at and having the experience, I had to say, listen, that's not a good idea. If one, our job is to get the artists to get on stage and perform at the time that they say they're going to perform at. So deviating from that, although it's a serious issue, it was going to cause more of an issue because now the artist is delayed, the reputation, you have 40,000 people that are angry, expecting the show to start, then another 10,000 people rushing in, making them worried.
The F1 show, like the after concert, is a legendary thing for people that grew up in Abu Dhabi. Like 100%. It's like you wait for that day religiously. Yeah, bro.
Speak on that. Like,
it's bro, because obviously because I worked in the F1 2009, the first F1 they ever had, bro. And I remember we went to audition. It was like 10 people from never worked before, broke. We're like, listen, there's an opening for a job in the ticket box office, and I remember it was the first time I ever been in a like 30,000 like big show like that, and just to be involved around it, I was like, I worked for like 14 hours a day, bro. For 3 days, remember that, Amar? Yeah. And it's like it's something that you look up to. Obviously, I can't pay for those tickets, so I'll just be close to it and work just to watch a bit from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And obviously the year after, I knew a couple of people that actually, and got my way in and watched the show without me working in there. And obviously, they used to have Beats on the Beach, and that was one of the things. It was a free concert.
I've seen Rio Aura perform there. Shout out to my boy
Travis.
He comes over, does the drums and that. So and it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and it's a free concert, and people were like, "What? That's all of these artists for free?"
Yeah.
And in Corniche, like you don't even have to drive; you can walk from home and watch the show. And one of these things that built the country entertainment and made us think of, oh wow, I want to be performing in that stage,
But when I was in LA, people was like, who's this kid trying to come here, trying to make it out here? It was hard to kind of communicate with people and trying to get to know them. So the story in LA is so crazy because when I went down, I stayed with a friend for like 3 days, and he's like, yeah, you gotta leave, bro.
Yeah,
here for 3 days.
You're stretching it.
3 days. I was like, what are you doing, And then I hit up a friend, and they're like, yo, I know a guy who has cars up in the hills. I'm like, oh, word, I want to film it, And in my head, I'm just like, yo, I got nowhere to stay. So on my map, I put it down, and then I'm just like, I'm right here. It's right in front of me. Then I look up, it's just like a hill, bro.
Right.
Yo, I got to go to the top. When I got to the top, the guy's like, oh, you're a homie's friend. Turns out this guy is one of the biggest drug kingpins.
Right.
Jeez.
He's like, yo, I have a camera. You could use this if you want. I'm like, yo, how do you have so much equipment? He's like, one of the guys who owes me a lot of money. He's
right.
I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, come by tonight, I'm like, all right, cool. So I pulled up in a taxi. I told him, can I stay for a few days? I'll film everything,
Yeah.
So I got a spot.
What? So hold on. You was comfortable to say that, like,
bro?
knowing ways.
I had no choice.
Right.
If you have a kind of choice, you'd be like, you feel kind of like, yo, I'm using this guy. Bro, if you don't have anything, I'm gonna.
Sometimes when you're backed up into the corner, that's when you perform the best.
110%. 110%.
And there's no reward without risk. So
yeah, bro.
And it makes a good story as well.
I was willing to take the risk, and if you said no, I'll find a way.
Yeah.
I'll hit up everybody. But that was at that point of me starting to get into what I wanted to do. I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to network and see where my life takes me.
Bro, I think for me it's gonna be the same, bro. I think the same drive. What I posed in 2020, I'm just running it back again because I planned what I wanted to do in 2020 in 2019, but I just put everything on hold. You know what I mean? Obviously, I created new things in 2020 in different hustles, and I understood a lot because I had time. I'm one of those guys that I would sit at home and study other businesses. I'm into a lot of weird things, you know what I mean? And I can look like a hip hop guy, but I do a lot of things on the side that's part of the business, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's no room for excuses, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like last episode, I touched on it. Obviously, man got caught up with the Rona. You understand? Like, a couple people, especially in the UK as well, have hit me and said, boy, it's caught me. Certain man, I'm like, it's never going to catch me. Nah, it's fake.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
No.
However, whilst I was quarantining for 14 days, in all honesty, with regards to the virus, obviously everyone has it differently. I think it comes down to different strains or your immune system and all those sort of things. For me personally, it was calm. Like I've had man flu much worse. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that being said, me quarantining for 14 days, right? Still getting up, having my shower, trying to do as much press-ups as I can, researching online, still trying to keep that routine, even though I'm indoors, learning, still making phone calls, still sending emails. Like, and let's have it right. Last year, 2020, was a year of quarantining, really.
Yeah.
But you can't really use that as an excuse not to progress in some way, shape, or form. Even if you progress 0.5%, it's still progression, isn't it? And I think a lot of people pin progression and success with finance. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't really make as much as I would have. No, but you can progress in terms of mindset. You can progress in terms of how you see things. Do you know what I'm saying? Thought process, research. Prepare for 2021 then, innit?
I have a question. Me and you been talking about for the past 2 months now. We're like, listen, we're sick of renting. We're sick of like leasing a property. But it always gets down to this level where like, I've been paying this much every year, right? And you never know when it's the time to buy. Like, you never know if it's the time. What's the risk that you're going to take that makes you be like, hey, I've done it anyways. If shit hits the fan, I'm good, right?
I think, like, as I said, I think the lockdown kind of kickstarted a lot of people in terms of like, after the lockdown, you might have had plans to go back home in like 2 years. Yeah. So you're thinking there's no point buying something, I'm going to go back home soon. But then as soon as that happened, it's like, you've seen how your country's dealt with it. I ain't going back home anytime soon. I'm staying here. You know what? Let's just buy it. So it's like, it is always a risk because you never know if the market's going to go up. You don't know if it's going to go down. You don't know if it's a good market, a bad market. And it depends who you speak to, because one agent will tell you, oh, the market's down. The other one will say it's up. So it's always going to be a risk. But at the end of the day, if it makes sense for you and your family, you've got the money there and you're going to invest it, it's not actually going to affect your life, then do it. 100%.
I think the question you need to ask yourself is, does it make sense for you? Is it a family home?
Yeah.
You know, are you happy wasting money for something you don't own when you could own it? And even if you did move to a different country, you can still rent it out and you still have an income, even if it's fully paid or if it's on finance or it's on mortgage or whatever.
Exactly.
So the question you need to ask yourself is, do you actually want to own the property? You know, as a family or as a person or an individual, you know, does it make sense for you in your circumstances? And are you going to live in it? Because if you're going to live in it, you're going to get the benefit from it.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, from yourself.
It's guaranteed rent.
It's guaranteed rent.
Because you're living in it.
What's the percentage? Like, how many people they actually buy to live in it, and how many people actually buy just to rent?
Literally, for me anyway, I'd say
end
like
user
80%,
market.
yeah, 80%.
80% people buy to
live in.
Yeah.
live in.
20%.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense because we were speaking about it in the best way to go about it. So I hear that. Another thing that, and you guys are appreciated because you guys are kicking game. There's going to be people watching it that want to move here, that are interested in real estate, maybe doing it in whatever country they're in, and they need this knowledge. They need to understand the way the game works here. I'm sure it's quite different to back home and things like that. So we appreciate the gem.
Take the same bread.
These
guys are taking right now. Like you said, like back in the days, the money wasn't like that, you know. But they kept it real, and they didn't want to copy anyone. And that's what I want to do. Like I want to sound like me. I want to sound like someone from here. And then if it happens, bro. Because a lot of people told me, bro, nah, man, you have to sound like this guy. You have to sound like some guy from New York. I'm like, bro, but that's difficult. Like how?
Yeah, how you gonna do that?
How do you want me to actually sound, bro? At the end of the day, you think people in New York they're gonna relate to someone in Dubai that sounds like from New York, bro? How? Like that's just a no for me. I'm like, bro, I'd rather have like 10 fans from Dubai, Sharjah, bump to my music, other than just people. Man, brother, we have bars, but like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I hear
There's something wrong with your image. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that, bro. And at the end of the day, everything is a risk. It's like a business, bro. I'm betting on myself, right?
You know what the thing is, right? It's like the higher you get in terms of, you know, when you're starting to have to speak to labels. That's why it's better. I would advise, you know, if you are able to stay independent, then do. I mean, if it makes financial sense and you're getting some back end, then yeah, maybe speak to labels. But the higher you go is the more behind they are. Now you're teaching them. They have a specific format that's lasted for 40, 50, 60 years. So yeah, you got to do this. Yeah. And it don't work like that no more. Exactly. We're in an era where, you know, we're similar age. So we're in a generation where we've seen the overlap. You understand? We've seen the internet come in. Exactly. We've seen, you know, social media come in. It's not what it used to be. The format has changed, but we're fortunate enough to have experienced what it was like before.
I know.
So we've been outside and inside.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? So technically, our generation
are the lucky ones, bro.
Are the lucky ones because we've experienced it all.
Special guest in the building. Mm-hmm. He's a big brother and mentor when it comes to this game, hip hop, especially Arabic hip hop. He's been supporting the scene from the get-go. It's been more than 10 years plus. Founder of a show called Leish Hip Hop that put a lot of people on the map when it comes to this rap game. Let's jump into it, man. Big Hass, man.
Big Hass in the building. You already know the vibes.
Sit down. I mean, look. First of all, what an intro! It gives me. I feel honored. You know, Freek is one of my favorite people on the universe, on the planet. So for me to get that, man, it means a lot. زي ما نقول خدامك أنا forever. If I want to translate that, it will sound a bit weird, but what I'm trying to say is I'm a servant for the artists, servant for people who are real in terms of like, you know, just trying to do what they're doing. And I'm very, very honored to be right here.
No, I really appreciate that, man. And yeah, I mean, I've heard your name ringing around. I've been in Dubai for a little while. And yeah, I think today is obviously going to be a good day where we can talk, chop it up, understand what's happening in the scenes, behind the scenes. You're very much in the scene, you know. So you're an MC, yeah, radio host, blogger, hip hop historian.
No, I don't. I think it's you know, the word historian is also gets moved. You know, I'm a human being that's very passionate about you know, hip hop. It changed my life. But most importantly as well, I think I'm a father for an autistic son. He's my hero, and I'm gonna shout him out here. Who happens to be autistic. Autism is not a disease; it's a way of life. It's a way of thinking. Absolutely. So these all things, make me Hassan or Haas or Big Haas, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's been a blessing, man. For me, I feel that way, but I get what they're saying.
Yes, because there's no other word in order to,
you know, to explain it.
And that's for us to give them. Facts. No, don't use that. Use this.
That's the word. That's
the
word.
But see, to be honest with you, I'm sick and tired as well to keep educating people and telling it's our culture, man. We love it. We love what we do. Connect with it because we're repping us. He's repping. Many other people are repping. I'm repping. So give us a shot. Give it. All I'm asking, by the way, is that chance. When Freek gets on stage, and I say this, and he's bored of me saying this, and gets on stage and gets, okay, a lot of rappers been rapping in English, right? I'm about to spit some Arabic. If you don't know it, learn it. Boom. Lutek, drop the beat.
Yeah.
For me, what does that mean? That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
I'm like, he's rapping his culture, Tayyib. You know, what can you do? Why shall you not do otherwise? Like, why shall you do otherwise? So it just goes back to the people, and I know we spent time talking about this, but the essence of it is the people. The people will make you successful. And until then, this is where we have a lot of fight to do in terms of like repping. Because the people are working. Like the artists are working, man, to be honest with you. They're working. But it's a tough.
Bro, you know what I noticed? like doing music and stuff like that, a lot of people listen to my music, right? Like people that you never think these guys actually listen to my music. They actually know my track lyric by lyric.
Yeah, I see
right?
my man come out from was it UFC?
Oh, the
I was
UFC,
watching the UFC fight and I heard your music. I was like, raw.
That was crazy moment. And when I actually spoke to him, and he's like, bro, I was there in Abu Dhabi and I was looking into.
There was a plug. Whoever gave him that, did we find out?
I didn't really ask him
What's the UFC fighter's name?
Jaquan Barkley.
Okay, yeah,
Barkley,
yeah.
And bro, it's funny how when he actually landed here, he wanted to listen to hip hop from the region, from the country, and he actually stumbled into Wala Kilma, and he's like, bro, that's actually fire. Let me put it on my fight. And then 2 days later, you see people from UFC be like, oh man, that was crazy listening to someone from the region, from the city, being played in an international event like that, right?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, but where were you before that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew my music all this time. Now he's texting me like that because this guy actually played my song.
What do you think resonated?
To me?
Yeah, no, to him. What do you think resonated from your music?
Bro, I think it was it's definitely the energy. It's Wala Kilma has a type of energy, you know what? Like, yo, I'm about to kill some motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, bro? I was speaking to Tartub about it, bro. 8-9 months before the fight, and I was talking to him like, bro, imagine someone actually played Wala Kilma in a fight. Imagine, bro.
That's mad.
Imagine, bro.
I mean, if they
bro,
played that
we were
for me, I'll
laughing.
fight.
I was laughing. We're like, imagine actually someone walked in with Wala Kilma. We're like, imagine that.
And
would
Wala
be crazy.
Kilma means
Stay quiet.
right.
You know what I mean? Oh, and the lyrics is like, like basically, تمديدك على مين? Like, who are you gonna touch? Wala Kilma, like, and it actually makes sense. And you see that guy actually playing it in the fight, and that, bro,
when I pull up with my team, man,
that's
like,
crazy. You know what I mean? And go back to my topic about people that you never think they listen to my music.
But with that being said, you're locked into the crossover. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you follow us on the gram. Make sure you follow the thing individually. Make sure you watch Freek's new video, Cafe. Make sure you get a perspective on the video. And if you feel like you want to run your perspective in the comments,